The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Discover Synergy presentation tonight. I'm going to wait a few seconds for some other people to connect through, get their speakers going, and then we'll start in about 30 seconds. So, good evening and welcome everyone to the Discover Synergy webinar. My name is Simon Bradley and I will be with you hopefully for about the next 30 minutes with the aim of providing you with a background to who Synergy are and why, if you're looking for an opportunity to improve your current situation, to develop a business skill, or to be the CEO of your own company providing elite health solutions, this could be the right opportunity for you. But before I dive into the presentation tonight, I think it's important for you to think about what drives you. Is it, is there a reason you decided to come onto a webinar at 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening when the sun is shining outside, or if you're listening from outside of the UK, you've come into a webinar from another country. It could be any of the things that I show here on this screen that drives you. It could be more time with your family. It could be the fact that you don't like your job currently. It could be recognition from others. If it's any of the things I've listed here or a combination of them, then I think you're in the right place today. If it's all of them, well, then this is definitely the right webinar for you. Of course, a lot of people are already working hard towards the goals that I showed, and it's important to balance material rewards with the time freedom that we need to actually enjoy our life with our friends, family, and others. To be able to take time out when we want, that's not always possible when you have, I guess, what you consider to be a traditional job. And that was certainly the case for me. And I'd like to just briefly touch upon why this opportunity resonated with me particularly, and what made me decide to do something about it that changed my circumstances. So this is me. To be fair, that is quite a while ago. I have had a reasonably successful career since I left school. This is actually 30 years ago, this photo, at British Airways. I went into IT. I became a computer programmer, and it's also the place where I met my lovely wife, Kim. After British Airways, I worked for a number of companies, both here and abroad, until finally in 2006, I joined Airbus as the head of innovation. Here's me with a Dalek friend in my office in Wales. That's on my 45th birthday. I was beginning to rise up the corporate ladder, I guess you could say at that point. In 2011, I built a new research facility in Airbus in the UK. A member of the royal family came to open it, along with various other good and great people. The First Minister of Wales is there. I was really enjoying my career, but if you look carefully at my picture, you'll see that I was starting to get larger. Travel was taking its toll, as well as a bad diet. My second chin was starting to make an appearance. Interestingly, this photo is me in 2016 giving a keynote speech in Israel. In fact, it was in front of the Israeli Prime Minister and 5,000 delegates. My career was doing very well, but I wasn't. I was almost 3 stone heavier than compared to when I joined Airbus back in 2006. I was suffering from gout. I was drinking, living in hotels. I was earning a good 6-figure income, but I had no time to spend with my family, and I was replicating the life of my father, who died at 56. In short, I guess you could say I was heading for an early grave. So when you're like me and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to change, what are the various options that you have? Well, I could have invested in a franchise, but the upfront money required is usually quite large. The number of hours needed to build it from scratch would have gained me no extra time to the one I currently had. I could have built a traditional business, a restaurant or a pub or a shop. And in fact, I did consider at one point running my own IT consultancy business, but I knew I didn't have all of the skills that I needed to possess to do that. Legal skills, financial, marketing, and so many more. And I realized that the hours I would have needed would have been even longer. And the risk of failing when starting a new business like that is very high. Stocks and shares were an option, but I had no knowledge of the stock market and the risk is huge. People email me all the day about crypto this and Bitcoin that, but I have no idea of that. I could have looked at getting an extra job if an extra income was something I wanted, but that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more time freedom. There's nothing wrong with an extra job. I think a lot of people these days have it, but the trade-off against that is the extra hours that you have to put in. So my wife and I decided to look at another option, and that was to start a network marketing business. My wife, Kim, had realized already the difference that the Synergy products were making to our health. So she became interested in looking at Synergy worldwide as a business opportunity. In fact, she looked at something very similar to what I'm showing you today, although in those days it was on paper and there was no such concept as a webinar. It was mainly done through the telephone. Today, I still have my job at Airbus, but my health has improved beyond what I thought was possible. Kim has retired herself from her previous job and now enjoys building the Synergy business as a full-time income, but with part-time hours and flexibility. I'm looking forward to joining her and reluctantly having to let my company go in the coming years, not too many, I hope. I would point out this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is an ethical and fantastic business opportunity, should you wish it, built on a solid foundation of products that everybody needs. The direct sales industry is currently worth over £100 billion per year. And it's important to note that it's one of the very few industries that flourishes in both recession as well as economic growth. Synergy Worldwide has products that cover both wellness and personal care, and it can address over 50% of the direct sales market, over £50 billion annually. Of course, there's no shortage of companies out there that offer a direct sales model. It makes sense given the number of people who buy products in that way, combined with the freedom, flexibility, and financial rewards on offer to those people wishing to start a network marketing business. If you are interested in joining the thousands of people around the world who are building businesses in this way, I would urge you to do some research and look for companies that can tick the following boxes. Operating internationally, financially solid, recognized for their integrity, research, manufactures and produces their own products, has a product that other people need to buy, and has a market-leading compensation plan. Let's see how Synergy Worldwide fulfill these key criteria. Operates internationally. Synergy operates in over 20 markets around the world. And when you build your Synergy business, you'll have access to all of those markets. If you know someone in Germany, Japan, or perhaps the US, they can be part of your business. either as a customer of the products or as a team member. Synergy is also completely debt-free and financially solid. Recognized for its integrity, Synergy in 2013 was voted as one of America's most trustworthy companies by Forbes magazine. In fact, they're the only direct sales company on that list, and one of only 4 companies categorized as pharmaceutical to be named on that list. Synergy does its own homework. At the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, they research, formulate, and validate all of their own products, including doing human clinical trials for the solutions before they put them on the market, which is very, very rare in this industry. They are one of only a handful worldwide that do this. And it's possible because they employ over 35 scientists and PhD students directly at the Hughes Center. If you're going to join a company in the direct sales industry, a good question to ask them would be, do they manufacture their own products, including complete visibility and testing of every raw ingredient? A lot of companies that operate in the health and wellness industry merely take products from someone else and then rebadge them as theirs without caring about the quality of the ingredients going into them. When you're providing nutritional supplements to your customers, it's absolutely essential that you have the confidence about their potency and their efficacy. There is also a 100% money-back guarantee to each customer on their first order. Here's a good example of the potency and the quality of Synergy products. Their flagship product, Pro-Arginine, which helps with cardiovascular function, is listed as the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world in the Physician's Desk Reference, a book which is the Bible for doctors in the US, listing all kind of drugs and supplements available on the market. I talked briefly about a benefit of a company that operates internationally. In Europe, Synergy operates in 15 countries, with more opening every year. Synergy is committed to growing here in the UK. It's one of their largest markets in Europe, yet is still only at the beginning. In fact, worldwide, there are only 55,000 Synergy distributors. And to show its commitment to Europe, Synergy this year opened a new European headquarters, ensuring that telephone support, sales and marketing help, customer services will all be local to the region, not based in an unfriendly time zone for Synergy team members and their customers. And in fact, my wife and I visited this site this year, and it's absolutely amazing. So I've talked about the company, I've talked about their background and the importance of Synergy doing their own research, manufacturing and validation. Let's talk about another important aspect of finding the right network marketing business for you: products that people actually need. Synergy has created 3 health-based families under their concept of elite health. Purify, products that purify and cleanse the body. Fortify, products that fortify core metabolic functions. And Protect, products that protect your health. Here you can see the entire product range that Synergy currently offer. It's a focused, targeted group, each product designed to work in harmony with the others, to provide a real difference in the areas of supporting the body's functions and helping to eliminate things that are harmful and improving overall health. Many companies just provide a catalogue of hundreds of products with no clear focus, direction, or unique selling point, which means people don't see their benefits over a competitor, or the distributor is left trying to sell a vast array of products similar to an Argos catalogue. Synergy products are not sold online, and apart from the distributor's own Synergy authorized web shop. In the Purify range, Synergy have products that provide an optimal detoxification and cleansing regime with a very effective 21-day microbiome rebalancing program. To help fortify our health, Synergy have 2 different types of protein shakes, each optimized for a different outcome. perfect for people looking to either detox, maintain a healthy weight, or perhaps looking to reduce their weight in a structured manner for long-term health management. And the E9 box you see there is designed for people looking for a healthy alternative to energy drinks. It uses good caffeine from guarana and other natural ingredients. It gives it an energy boost for people on the go, whether they're studying, exercising, or just wishing for some more mental clarity, without any of the chemical burnout that's normally associated with these kind of products. In the Protect range, Synergy have their flagship product based upon a Nobel Prize winning discovery, Pro-arginine, that I mentioned earlier. And if you've not come across this absolutely revolutionary product, I urge you to go to the Elite Foundations for Elite Health YouTube channel and look at the webinars that have been running all this month and find out how it can help cardiovascular function, cholesterol, sexual function, and many other things. Alongside Pro-arginine is the liquid greens drink Vitalife and the antioxidant drink Mystify. Together, they're known as the Vital 3 or the V3 system, and they were the first products to be developed by Synergy. In 2017, Synergy launched its first ever skincare regime in Europe, TrueLume, after extensive research and testing at the Hughes Center. What makes TrueLume unique is that unlike other skincare products which aim to add a layer of protection to the skin, it works deep into the 3 layers of your skin and the microbiome to persuade our own bodies to produce natural collagen and heal and firm the skin from the inside out in a natural way. The skincare range is designed for men and women and is very competitively priced when compared to other high-end ranges for sale in boutiques today. And the early feedback we've had this year has been very, very impressive. So I've talked about why Synergy, why it's important to check that whatever company you choose to work with should be international, financially solid, with integrity, research, manufacturing and testing their own products, and that there is a proven market for the products. The last point I want to touch on today is the final compensation plan. How can you make money, and how can you make whatever money you want to make depending upon the effort that you want to put in? And very importantly, can you do it? So let's spend some time looking at the way it works and how you can achieve the numbers you see here on the slides, taking you from anywhere between a few £100 a month or to cover your own products, or even to earning a full-time income of £5,000 or more. So firstly, let's look at the fundamental difference between traditional retail sales and a network marketing approach. In retail sales, products pass through a number of stages, and at each stage, everyone wants to be paid their slice of the pie. So as the stages increase, for example, a big advertising campaign involving a celebrity, then the costs go up. And as the costs go up, there are only a couple of outcomes that can happen. Either the company increases the price of the product, or they reduce the profit margins that are released to distributors and their wholesalers and their retailers. All along the chain, there are costs involved in storage, advertising, sales promotions, as well as the markup that each person in the value chain adds. With network marketing, the company deals direct with the distributors, and the distributors act as retailers on their behalf. In this process, the compensation goes straight to the people who get the product to the end customer. In network marketing, the average amount a company allocates to pay their distributors is between 30 and 35%. Synergy pay out 55% of every pound to their distributor network. Combined with this method of compensation between the company and the distributor is the concept of leveraged income, which enables you to break away from the traditional model of exchanging your time for money. Imagine that you were an estate agent working perhaps for several weeks to try and sell a house. Now, the profit margin is good, but there's absolutely no guarantee of success, and there's a limit to how many houses you can sell. This is why you see estate agent collectives and chains these days, where people work together to sell the houses and take a smaller profit, but of more sales. Network marketing works in a similar way. You build a team of people that you want to work with, and each person benefits from the success of others. There is no competition, as you only succeed if you help others to do the same. Synergy works on a very simple 4-step system, as you see here. Use the products, share the products, build a team, and coach others to do the same. Many network marketing businesses fail because the model becomes too complicated and people worry they won't be able to follow it or they can't do it. For Synergy, it's kept very simple. Follow the easy 4-step system and the system will work for you. So let's look at each of these briefly. Step 1, use the products. No matter how great a salesperson you are, you will never succeed if you don't believe in the value of the products that you are selling. In my case, and in the case of many Synergy distributors, the products were the first exposure to the company. I knew how good the products were because I saw for myself what they did for me, and in turn, others saw how I changed. And this is a great way to get customers, by being a product of the product and showing people just how transformative they can be. And of course, there's the added bonus of becoming much more healthy as a result. Step 2, share the products. Once people notice the difference in you, they'll ask you questions like, what are you doing different? What are you taking? I played tennis for 2 hours this morning, and one of the people on there said, you were playing shots that you would have never have even bothered running for a couple of years ago. This is a great way to build up a customer base. Most people will have already have a network of friends, colleagues, and others who would be interested in becoming healthier. Just share your story and invite them to try the products. Through this, you can achieve a steady customer base of between 5 and 10 people, ordering regularly either directly from you or via the web on your own dedicated Synergy shop, the same way they can buy from Amazon, and you'll be receiving approximately £200 per month in retail commission. And for some people, this is all they want to do, to cover the cost of their own products, and that's absolutely fine. But if you want to look at earning a greater income, the way to do it is by building a team of people that you want to work with. And you can start a successful Synergy business by sponsoring just 2 people. There are many ways to earn money through being the CEO of your own Synergy business. And if you'd like to know about all of them in detail, please contact the person who invited you to this webinar, as there are more detailed presentations and an ebook available on the topic. But today, I'm going to concentrate on what I think is the most important, powerful, and unique way to earn a long-term residual income through Synergy, the Mega Match bonus. Prior to founding Synergy Worldwide, the CEO, Dan Higginson, worked as a researcher at the Covey Institute, and that's a name you may know from the very successful book by Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which was a worldwide bestseller. Part of Dan's job was to interview different business gurus and find out what made them tick and what made their company successful. So when Dan decided to start Synergy, he adopted those principles, went out into the market and looked at all of the major network marketing compensation plans, then built a Synergy plan, taking all of the best parts of the others. And then he added the unique Mega Match bonus. This bonus means that anyone you personally sponsor into the Synergy business, with no limits on the number of people you can sponsor, and no matter where you put them in your organization, you match pound for pound whatever they earn in basic commission every month for as long as they're earning it. There are some people in Synergy who have sponsored people who have gone on to build a massive business, much bigger than their own, in fact. Yet every month they still get a matching basic commission check from them with no upper limit. So let's look at the first steps of your Synergy business growth if you want to build a team. If you retail as you were before with your 5 to 10 customers and you find two others who want to do the same and earn their own £200 per month, as we discussed before, then when they achieve that, you will have reached the first business level in Synergy, known as Star. Typically, this would earn you £235 that month, combining your own retail earnings and the commission that you receive in addition for your team members' revenues. And it's really important to note that this income is in addition to what they are earning for themselves. You are not taking any revenue from anyone in your team. It is extra income paid to you by Synergy directly. Going back to our four-stage process, the last stage is to coach others on how to build the business, together with your own mentors who will provide you with all of the support you need along the way. People who have built network marketing business have all commented on the amount of personal growth they experience in working in such a positive, team-driven manner, unlike most working, often negative environments. The skills you learn whilst being in Synergy will hold you in good stead for other aspects of your life, with supportive people teaching you things such as presentation skills, time management skills, dealing with people, confidence, communication skills. In this example, once you and your mentors have taught your two business partners to do the same as you did, you would hit the rank of bronze, and this would equate to £310 per month on average. The next stage is where it gets very interesting, as you will have gained the skills required to be able to teach the people yourself and become your own business mentor to others. In this example, you are now the mentor and you are helping your teams to teach the system to their business partners. Assuming they help their teams grow in the same way you did, with two new business partners and the same retail volumes, then you would hit the level of silver, which would give you a monthly income of £535 per month on average. At this point, people are well on their way to becoming a CEO of their own successful startup, but with very little startup capital required and a good retail profit margin on top, together with the added bonuses that come when you help others succeed. The next level I want to talk about, team leader, is very powerful, as this is where the leveraged income that we discussed earlier really starts to kick in. By duplicating within the team, you'll be earning an income of over £1,000 per month. And it also brings you very close to qualifying for other incentives, which I'll touch on later. When we hit this level in Synergy, Kim and I, it was then I knew we had built something that was changing people's health, people's lives, and starting to provide us with a way to beat the normal equation of being paid purely on the number of hours that we were working. We could see duplication in action. There are many more levels, and I won't go through them all, but I will touch on two more. We hit Team Director in 2016, and it enabled Kim to retire from being a therapist and to work the hours she wants to build our Synergy business to new heights. I work part-time on it as well as my day job, and I have to say that working together has been a very, very positive experience for us. At Team Director, you can be expecting an average income of over £3,000 per month. And at this point, your business partners in your own Synergy business are becoming successful themselves with their own residual income. Our next goal is to keep the business growing and hit the executive levels, the first of which is Pearl Executive, which brings in an average monthly revenue of over £10,000. It's important to state at this point that we aren't doing anything differently to what we did at the beginning. The key is to just follow the system and not overcomplicate it. The system works if you work the system. Now, as I said earlier, at Team Leader, you're earning a residual income, and the next level above that, Team Manager, begins to unlock other incentives such as vacations, team building events, and luxury retreats, all expenses paid. And depending upon the levels you hit, you can qualify for these incentives, part of the Synergy Success Track. This year, a number of us qualified for Leadership Retreat, which was a 1-week break in Formentera. Kim and I were there 2 weeks ago. It's a fantastic island off Ibiza. You can only get to it by ferry. We spent some fantastic time with friends in the business, with like-minded people. We had some relaxation time as well. The director's retreat is an all expenses paid trip to Synergy headquarters in Utah, as well as some days in Las Vegas. And this year, Legacy Retreat, in fact, that happened last month, was in Fiji. So to end this business presentation, I would like to reiterate to you that the way to become a successful CEO of a Synergy business is to follow the Synergy success cycle, a 4-step plan that's proven to work if you work it. If you're currently interested in starting any network marketing business, please bear in mind the key points I mentioned earlier when selecting a company. Is it international to enable you to grow your business without limits? Is it financially solid to make you comfortable with the stability of what you're doing and the company you're working with? Does it have integrity? Does it treat its own staff, distributors, and customers in a way you would like to be treated? Does it research, manufacture, and test its own products to give you complete confidence in the products that you sell? Does it have a proven market for the products? Health and wellness is a growing market projected to keep growing. And does it have a great compensation plan with no limits placed upon you? If you'd like more information, please contact the person who invited you to this webinar. And whatever you decide, both Kim and I wish you the best of success in your venture. Thank you very much indeed for your time today. I hope it's been a good use of 30 minutes during this lovely Sunday evening. And remember that by taking time out to look at something that could help your future, you've already shown a commitment to your personal growth that many people will not do. So well done for that. And thank you.